Welcome to Indy Game Reviews. I'm your host, Jittery Jackanate. Our goal is to give you a brief rundown of an independent game while avoiding spoilers. I'll talk about what I like, what I don't like, and then I'll give it a score from 1 to 10. Frog Detective: The Entire Mystery is a trilogy of games released between 2018 and 2022. It was developed by Worm Club and Superhot. It is a family-friendly detective series about a frog, who is also a detective, who solves mysteries. You play as the titular character Frog Detective in these 3 short adventures and go around at the behest of Supervisor to solve mysteries. You will find and interact with cute, wacky characters and see what their goals and interests are. And through helping them, you can solve your own mysteries. I got the chance to play this on my Xbox thanks to Game Pass. Normally, for all 3 games, you'll be spending around $15. This game is available on Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox, and PC. The humor in this game is a wacky, goofy, family fun experience. It was nice to just sit down and play a game that you could literally let a 5-year-old play and explore. The dialogue actually has some cute and funny moments, and the characters are all goofy and fun in their own ways. My personal favorite character was Lobster Cop. I thought he was just very genuinely goofy. Other characters I loved were Mary in the second game and Mo in the first. While I was playing, I tried to give each character their own voices at first, but I also streamed this pretty late at night, so I started to get tired and was doing that less and less. The music and end-credit sequences were all super cute. I liked every one of them a lot. It feels like the team had their entire story planned out and just stuck to it. It's nothing incredibly deep or thought-provoking, not at all. Instead, Frog Detective leans into its quirkiness and its charming, goofy, and writing style. I was pretty much grinning ear to ear the entire time while playing it, and I would oftentimes overreact to characters to make moments feel bigger and more emotional for them. I had fun. These games were not at all hard, and I beat them all in a total of a bit under 5 hours. I probably could have beaten it faster if I wasn't goofing around so much and just really enjoying the charm. But chat and I were just having fun. There's also an improved method of travel and a bonus mode that they added to the third game that's really fun. All I will say is play the Case S. It's a CD, not a folder on the main menu when selecting your case file, and just enjoy that. They didn't have to do that, and they did. Best part of the game for sure. What I think would have improved the game, normally this is the section that I call what I don't like, but that's not really the case here. There really isn't anything to dislike about the games for me. Each one plays pretty similar and the story continues into each one. I think the biggest thing that could have improved it would be voice acting. I would have loved to see the types of voices that could come up for some of these characters like Supervisor, Lobster Cop, and of course Frog Detective. The only slight complaint would be how each game feels like it hour to hour and a half long total time, and it's basically just a bunch of fetch quests. There's a part in the third game where you essentially dust for fingerprints and footprints at a location, and I wish we had some more of that. They do enough to add to each game to make the fetching feel slightly different, but I would have liked maybe using the magnifying glass in a way to uncover clues or inspect items more closely. That's a very minor complaint though, and not at all enough to stop you from just playing and enjoying the game. It's fine. I probably would have enjoyed some collectibles or cosmetics for us to be able to customize the Frog Detective. That would have been nice, but there is a big plot point that prevents us from getting some items as a possibility. But I like the idea of maybe doing a tuxedo frog or even just a realistic frog on screen. There's a gag in the intro of each game that shows the cast of the characters that you'll be interacting with, and instead of some in-game models, they just put up a picture of a real-life animal, and I feel like if they could have done this somehow for the entire game as a toggle, it would have been even funnier. Overall, I personally really enjoyed this experience, and I think it's very charming and lighthearted. If you haven't played it, you can knock it out in a day. Enjoy the experience for what it is. I give Frog Detective: The Entire Mystery an 8 out of 10. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at our list. And now we're going to generate ourselves a number. So right now it's on 5. It's excluding Frog Detective, which is 4. So 11. That is Spiritfarer. Okay, that's what we'll be doing next.